Well, at least he had one. Can we... Nope, we can't read that. I mean, I don't know. I don't really appreciate the fake guilt and all that. I mean, him saying feeling bad about Red. As I stepped into the mouth of the underground facility, there should have been questions, fears, doubts running through me. Instead, I was torn in two. Part of me I felt had died, along with my only ally and friend. He wasn't your friend. His final words had raised more questions than they answered, and I couldn't get his screams for help out of my head. Despite knowing deep down that the pain I had caused Red was itself all the help I could have offered him. I was alone again, but I had nothing to do other than press on into the unknown. If I'd felt so bad about Red, I should have listened to him and stayed where I was. Yeah, I would trade his fate 100 times for my own. You chose to come here, alright? You chose to come to Greenland. The other side of me was looking forward to what might await me in my continued journey. I felt sure that I would soon find some clue or other to my father's fate, and that he was inextricably linked to everything that was happening. I also couldn't help but suspect that everything I had seen up until that point was just symptomatic of whatever lay beyond the threshold. I know now I was right. Yeah, okay. Oh, a different architectural style. We have concrete blocks this time. And bump mapping. And a little bit of specular mapping, I think. Yeah, we do. And lens flare, although the lens flare is like in front of the lamp, which is kind of strange. Cool. What's this? Welcome to the shelter, established in 1973. Elevated caste 4, chief staff 6, lower caste 39, temporary 8. Total population 57. Oops, there was more to it. Key members, Chief Overseer, Wilbur Frisk, 80s to present. Brent Stephenson, 73 to 80. So are they still alive down here? Chief Chemist, Neil Oswald. Rest in peace, 91. Construction unit, Pierre Petit. That's a pretty girly name, Pierre Petit. 72 to 79. Chief Senior Officer to be announced. The last guy died 92. Last updated 1802-2000. Okay, so please have your identity documents ready. So apparently they're still active down here. A spiral concrete staircase, kind of unusual. Usually a square staircase is easier to build. Flashing lights, just in case you weren't into the atmosphere. That's a person. I have a feeling that he's gonna kick my ass if he sees me. Let's find out. Oh, nice. The doors are locked. I think I meant to go the other way. With that, the man who had first descended into the mine was no more, and so began my next chapter. To be continued. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There was a box and there were those great things that we could open. Okay, let's Let's make sure that that was the end. Come on, pull it. Let's just make sure that that was all there is. Come on. Pick that up. Look, there's a guy over there in the distance, but there's this. Okay, I guess not. There's that though. Okay, I guess not. What if I come back? The door's locked. Okay, I see. This is the end. Move the box for no reason. Actually, the door is there. We block the door. Because that's how we are. Come on, I blocked the door. Okay, so that ends the first chapter. Penumbra Overture. And I guess I'll leave the credits in. My thoughts so far, it's fairly good. I mean, it's an indie game, kind of. It's not big budget. It could have used a little bit more polish, like the puzzle elements and things. But I guess for what it is, it's quite good, and a lot of indie games are like that. You know, you get used to playing big budget titles, and you get used to playing games that have been so extensively tested that you don't realize just how polished they are. And when you play an indie game like this one, and some of the edges seem a little bit rough, right? Some of the puzzles seem a little too annoying, and then you notice them. Architecture was completely unremarkable. It was basically just a series of corridors and rooms down into the ground. The architecture didn't really reflect the ages or the time periods in the description and the documents and all that. I think if we went from the mines, like the first bit, then to the brick, and then to the concrete, and then to the last bit, I think that would make more sense. I think the concrete and the brick were like back to front a little bit. But never mind. I'll see you in the next episode.